Well, hello.
Hi.
And welcome to our channel, the SABLE Stitchers. If you're new here, SABLE is an acronym for Stash Accumulated Beyond Life Expectancy.
Say something. 1, 2. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. This is the Christmas stitching edition, well, in part like 3 or 4 of our Flosstube channel, and we are
the SABLE Stitchers.
If you're new here, welcome. SABLE is an acronym for Stash Accumulated Beyond Life Expectancy. So we have a lot of fun filming. We're just always thrilled if you choose to comment and just, either whether you're asking a question or making a comment. We appreciate them. We read all of them, and we're just so thrilled that you're choosing to spend some time with us today.
And we have a big announcement to make.
And yes, our website is live.
Yay!
It is the SABLEStitcher.net. It's singular because when we got the domain name back in March, it was just one lonely little SABLE Stitcher.
And now,
we're
2 of us. Yes. You get double the trouble.
Yes. For the fun, double the
fun. Oh, and dorky hats.
Yes. So we appreciate anyone who's gone on and looked at it already. And there's been some good comments about it and some questions, and I'll talk about that in just a little bit. But first, I think I'm gonna take my hat off.
I think I'm gonna take my hat off.
Squeezing my head a little bit here, so I need I need the blood. I need the blood flowing to my head so I can think a little better. So that's kind of that was the big thing that happened a little 2 weeks ago. It took a little bit of time to get the website up and running, because if there is any mistake to make, I will make it. And so my husband had to make several calls, and I had to label I didn't label a folder correctly or something, but it is up. And so one of the questions I wanted to mention, someone said that they got it when they tried to access it, they got a message that it was not a secure site or something. So if you get that kind of message, I think you just need to tell your security, however you have that set up on your computer, that it is okay to proceed there. But I don't take money on the site, so I don't think that there's anything that would be insecure. So
and we're very good people.
So anyway, so I will continue to update it. I know that there's a couple more retreats that are coming up that I would like to add to it. That there's one that is now registering. The registration is open, and I'm going to update that. And so hopefully we'll get that before this video is uploaded in live. But so what's been going on with you?
Oh gosh, well, we had our family Christmas party last night, and now I know what Roberta's talking about with her 2.5-year-old granddaughter, because I have a 2.5-year-old grandniece, and oh my gosh, they are so funny. The things that they come up with and the faces that they make. She was total entertainment last night. I went to give her a kiss last night before we left, and she wipes her head off like that, and she goes, "Oh, Mimi, you slobbered on me." I didn't. I just gave you a kiss. But it was so much fun, and it was just fun to be with family and start the Christmas season. So, and I have a Christmas joke for you.
Oh, good.
Okay. Good. How did Santa respond to Mrs. Claus when she told him? Oh wait, I'm sorry. He went to the store. She told him to get something, and he didn't get the right thing. Do you know what Santa said? "I checked my list twice." Oh, sorry, I kind of blew that one. I'll try a better one later.
Okay. Well, very good. Yeah, we've just been enjoying. We are getting daily videos. My sister-in-law made an Advent quilt for Clara, and my sister-in-law is a really good seamstress. She doesn't have much time to sew right now. She's a full-time caregiver for my mother-in-law, but before, back in the day when she would, you know, she had a full-time job, but on her side, she would do things like tailoring of, you know, formal wear and stuff. And so when I sewed, everything I sewed, I ripped on something. And you can't do that when you sew on that kind of fabric. So, you know, she's very good. She's very precise. So she did a really nice job on the quilt. And then my other sister-in-law has bought little, just really little presents, like, you know, it could be chapstick or a little package of tissues, and so Clara gets to open one of those every day, and no matter what it is, she's just excited about it. She wants to take it back and put it in her room, and so it's been fun to see those little videos come up every day, and then she'll say, and thank you, you know, everyone, and so it's been really fun. She's really getting into the holiday this year. So.
That's a fun year to open up presents. We did a ornament exchange where you open something, and then the next person that has your number can steal your present, or they can open up a brand new present. Well, it just so happened that Alice, that's our little baby, that Alice's present kept getting stolen, so she just kept opening presents. Well, she just thought she could open up all of them, so she just went over to the table and just started opening up all the presents.
Oh, that's funny.
But she was so cute.
That's very fun.
They are so cute.
The other thing that happened in the past 2 weeks is we hit 5,000 subscribers.
Yay! So, thank you.
Oh, we're just very, that was, you know, like a little highlight, a little mini highlight for us. So we're going to have a little special giveaway at the end of this video
thank
to
you
celebrate
so much,
that.
guys.
So we really appreciate it. Let's see. Do you have anything else you want to talk about, or do we want to start with some of our past finishes? Or?
We could do that.
Okay.
Let's start with our past finishes.
Okay.
Let's
see. I just have a couple little things. This is a Pineberry Lane. This was part of a Dying to Stitch, what do you call it? Club. This was a Dying to Stitch club. And I think, one year you got all kind of Christmas themed things, and this colorway just really was appealing to me. I just love those soft colors. So that was one of the things that I completed from that. It's just fiber. Yeah.
I like fiber.
Yeah, I really love that pattern. And then this is, of course, a Blackbird Designs piece that many people have done. I did it on a green. I forget what the green is now. I'd have to look it up again. But
it's so pretty.
It's like it's a green linen, probably 36 count with the called for colors. And so I got that one. I think I got that one framed after Christmas. So this is my first year displaying that.
Oh, so pretty.
And one other finish. I had showed this to you a little while ago. This was my wool tree, and this was the kit for the small wool tree, and it took me about 3 times to do it because I wanted, I was just too impatient. I was putting it in and wrapping it, and
I think it looks great.
Putting a little bit of glue, and the branches were really kind of flimsy, so I wanted to make them so they were sturdier. And then one of the other things I did, you get a pre-cut piece of wood for like the trunk of the tree. And the way it was set up, I just thought it would have left too much space between here. And also to me, the feather trees were kind of looked a little sparse.
I think it's beautiful.
I thought they were for me, it was too close together. So instead of, I think the pattern called for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of branches, I added a 6th row, and I spread them out a little more so it'd be a little more sparse. And to me, that's a little more authentic looking. So so I still have the larger dark green one to do, but that was fun. I really enjoyed doing that. So
very pretty.
Those are my finishes.
Okay. Well, some of my previous finishes, I did finish my wool for my quilt. So that's January. I'm not going to put the eyes or any embellishments on it until I get through, but I did finish stitching this one down. So
that's great.
Now this is my February. No, December. No.
Yes, December.
Oh, this is December. So I started with January instead of December. So
okay.
This is December and then February. And then I have.
Oh, I like that.
So I can't wait to do this one.
So was this is this?
This is a club, and it's a
Oh,
quilt.
it's a club, okay.
And it's called Farmhouse Woolen, block by month.
And so Farmhouse Woolen is the website that you... Is there,
No, I actually bought it at the... Buttermilk Basin makes it.
Okay.
So I don't know if they still have kits available. This is actually a year-old kit. But they might. But they have all the wool involved. So it's really easy to do. I love wool. We both love wool. So I'm anxious to do this one. Go backwards, then go January, February, March. And I think I've got it up till May. So... and then I'll continue after that.
Those are really, the wool looks really pretty. Those are really pretty colors.
I did want to show you my December. I'm pretty caught up. But I had to read something because my husband and I got this book last year, and I was so excited thanks to Roberta. And so it was 12/25/21, and my husband and I were talking, and that was the year that I had turned 70. So I had made all those ornaments and plus some. I mean, it was a big year. So anyway, and I'll just read what I wrote. It says, Ike and I discussed completions for 2022. Ike thinks I can finish 70 projects. I think I can finish 50. That's not you. That's not FFOs. That's just finished projects. And then can't wait to find out how many I get done. So that was my that's what we wrote down. So I went back and I counted, and I have done 54, 55, 56. So actually 56 finishes. So I finished, oh, wait a minute, I forgot. 56, 57, 58, 59, and that's 2. 60, 61. So I finished 61.
That's amazing.
But then I went back to what I started. So 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. So, and I started 92. So that's not bad. So I started 92. Well, not bad. It's pretty good.
It's not 100.
It's not 100. So that's what he said. You didn't hit 100. And I go, well, excuse me. But anyway, so I thought that was kind of cool. So
That's very cool.
and I don't plan on finishing any more this year. So I think I'm good.
Yeah, I have my book too. I'm kind of behind a little bit on my December. Let's see. But yeah, got a few things on December. And then just as a kind of a recap this year, the pages, I added pages. I watched Sherry Colorado Cross Stitchers
that's a good idea.
video again, where she talked a little bit about her book of days and how she tailors it, to fit her needs. And then I also watched Jessica Sweetwater Stitcher, and she has, have you seen her? She has a whole notebook. It's very detailed, and it's this really big notebook, and I love planning. I love organizing, so that is just right up
your alley.
So I watched that twice, and I'm thinking, that is a great idea. I love that idea. But the reality is, I keep my book of days in my little travel case here, and this is just something I picked up from Hobby Lobby. And if I had a big notebook like that and I had to go look for it, I wouldn't do it. So I'm going to stick with this for the book of days next year. But the pages I added some for finishing, and then I put a picture and the date when I finished different things, and then I also added pictures and little descriptions of the retreats that I went to. So I wanted to do that again. And then I also had just a little handwritten list of 20 designers I used in 2022.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Well, and my goal was to do 22 designers. And because I want to stretch myself, I enjoy learning new things and not, getting kind of, you have your favorite designers, but I like to see who else is out there, because you never know. There is a lot of great things. And so I wanted to stretch myself. That's not a problem anymore with you.
No, I don't know how many I have, but
you show me different things. I'm like, I have to go look that up. And, so I'm not going to do a page on designers next year, But I think I did add a couple extra pages because I want to keep track of my whips, and I want to keep track of my starts, and I want them all in one place because I like it. I like the ease of being able to just kind of glance and kind of see where you are in, in different things. So I got my book bound. I went to FedEx because the place I had it bound last year was like an Office Depot near me, and it was closed. And so I went to another office store, and they said, I went after work, and he said, well, you need to get here like 8 in the morning if you want something done on the same day. And he's like, because there was like no one there, and in the places where they bind. I thought, well, I don't know how that's going to work. So I went across the street the next night after work. I went across the street to FedEx, and she just did it right away. She was very, very kind, very conscientious about where do you want these pages, and so I added the extra pages again, and then I brought, I used some of these like plastic pockets, and I add these, and I will put in here a spreadsheet of all the projects I have kitted up, and then I also keep like a spreadsheet with all my receipts from my purchases. So
we have a FedEx right down the street, so I'm going to.
That was, and it was about $11. They have a surcharge, ours at least, have a surcharge of $2.50 if it's under $50. So because of that, I think with tax, it came out to just a little over $11 to get it bound.
Oh, wow.
I have the plastic cover on the front, not on the back, and then, like I said, she added, I think, 6 pages, and
and the pockets.
And then I had bought the pockets last year, and you had to buy a big package, so I had those left over.
Oh, okay.
So
you just had them slided in.
Yeah, and then and she was very like, oh, do you want this in the book? And she showed it to me before she put the binder on. So that was really fun. And I was.
Oh yeah, she's so excited to start planning.
I was very excited to get that done. Yes, because and I kind of looked through. You could look on Instagram, and you can do a hashtag for Book of Days and see how other people have how used theirs, and you get some really good ideas. And I have in here, I guess I've already kind of penciled in what I'm thinking I might start during a month's time, but I noticed someone put like a little in his notes and musings, how you say that? Musings. That's it. It just looks funny. We've had a long day of stitching already.
We've already been stitching for kind of 5 hours.
So I liked someone I was, was showing how they, they would say like, what they're thinking about that month as far as what they might focus on or whatever. Just like you wrote how many finishes you might have. That's fun to kind of look back on that.
It is. I mean, I'm going to do it again.
Because it's a journey. It's a stitching journey.
Because I didn't know, I did a lot of smalls last year, so, that makes a big difference. But I did a lot of larges this year, so I'm really pretty proud of myself.
Well, you should be. That's a great accomplishment to get that much done. That's really, and you do beautiful work. So you got a lot of fun things to display and remember the year by. And so while we're talking about organizing, I just wanted to show, I know people have shown different ways that they keep track of their projects. I have this book that I got from Suzette, the Primitive Stitcher, and I bought this at a retreat. She goes to the Farm Girl retreats in Amana. I've met her there a couple of times. So I got this there, and I know she's also sold them on Facebook because I've also bought one through Facebook. But if you look in here, it has a place where you can, record and this is just beautiful. The pages are just very artistic and very pretty. And you can write the name of the pattern and, some of the details about what it's stitched on and the fibers you use, any other things you want to record, and, the date started and the date finished. So that's what I am using to keep track of all my different projects. And I do actually have a couple of completion dates.
Look at that you have set up to complete.
No, I did.
Oh, that you completed.
I actually did finish some things. So, like the AL sampler, I finished this year, and Sweetheart Hill, and
you got lots done.
Yeah. So,
But
anyway,
you do big.
Well,
You do
not
big, beautiful.
lots, but I got a couple things.
Well, you had to go on vacation, and you had to go on a
Have to
cruise, and work. Okay.
So, and I guess I have one other thing
there you
that's
go.
kind of, it's a finish, but it's not a FFO. And so that is early Christmas morning. I know a lot of other people have done this as well. And I think this has been out, I don't remember how long this has been out. It's been out a couple of years. 2018. There you go. Well, or it probably came out in 2019. It says 2020. So
Okay.
it's been out a couple of years. This might have been like a exclusive
I
or something for
do
maybe
remember
a
that.
year. And so I was working on this, and I have the bottom part done. And
Just
I
making a
had
drum. Look at that.
yeah, and I have, this really pretty hand-dyed wool that I thought coordinated really well.
Mm-hmm.
And when I do drums, I've tried machine stitching and hand stitching, and for me, hand stitching works better. It's more precise, and so I don't end up with puckers. So I'm working on hand stitching the base on, and then here's the top.
Oh, it's going to be pretty.
And I have it, I have the interfacing on there. So I hope to get that finished
Do
this
you
weekend.
interface?
I just interface the back so the stitches don't pull out.
I interface mine
basically.
too. Just for that reason, so the
Yeah.
stitches don't come out.
Yeah. So that's
Okay, well, I have some previews. I'm sorry, guys. Previous finishes. All right, this is very old.
that's really
very
beautiful.
old, and I wish I'd written on the back of it, but I didn't. My mom and I did this together.
you did well.
Oh, it's just from my lovely daughter, Linda, for Christmas. It's not the name of it, but I think it's called Silent Night. But for unto us a child is born, a Savior is born in Christ the Lord. Anyway, I love this. I put it up. I leave it up year round, back to our Christmas, leave Christmas up, at least one thing for good luck. But as Roberta says, maybe we just don't take it down, but I do leave this up all year long. So
That's really pretty.
there's that. Another finish.
Oh, and you signed it. You signed it there.
I did.
Oh,
My little Lenny.
That's really pretty.
1991. There you go. 1991. And I did this, and I tried to find the name, and I could not. I've seen it. I've seen it a number of times, but all the reindeers.
reindeer.
And then I just found a little wooden ornament and put it on a board, put fabric on the back,
That's pretty.
a little bit of rickrack. So he's really cute. I like him.
Where'd you get the little? Is that a little
I think I got it at
ornament?
Walmart. Yeah, it's just a little ornament.
So cute.
So, and glue. I had that one. Just show this real fast. We had a Christmas exchange at a stitch group that I go to, and I won this. So I actually won a raffle. It's all roving at the top. Has a
That's
special
a
look. Isn't that
little
cute?
cup. Oh my
She said
goodness,
she got
that's
it
adorable.
at an antique store. So
It looks, yeah.
it's so cute.
That's very
Okay.
cute.
I got that, and then this is another. Excuse me. This is another little finish I did. You warm my heart, and I'm almost sure it's Lizzie Kate. I'm almost positive.
There's a little button.
Yeah.
Did that come with the
That
pattern?
came with the pattern.
And the button nose and the... Very cute.
So that was that. One other really old one. And again, this is when Mom and I used to cross stitch together. And this is Patchwork Santa. I do not have an author. I know
That's
Pam.
beautiful. That had to take
from,
a long time.
It did. Pam from Just Keep Stitching. I know she did this too, so I know she knows the name of it, but
Did you get that Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine? Do you think it might have been in that?
I think it was a leaflet, so it might have been leisure
leaflet.
art. Might have been leisure arts.
Okay, because
I don't know, Pam. What is it?
Yes,
Okay.
gorgeous.
So he's one of my favorite, and that's one of the very first cross stitches. One of the beginning ones that I did that I didn't know what I was doing, and because there was a lot of backstitch in that.
Yeah, he's got the little tree in his pocket, a little gingerbread man.
And all
He
the
is
little
so
toys.
sweet. And you got, what are those? Are those?
All straight stitches.
Well, and the little berries.
Oh, Barry, did I?
But I don't think those are those, because they're square, so they must be.
No. But they were all backstitched. Each of the little.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know. And then
Gorgeous.
this one I just finished. And this is just a temporary pattern because I wanted to show it to you and I wanted to put it up this year. But this is my gingerbread
Is that Jenny Beans?
Jenny Bean Christmas sampler. And I love this. And had I but 1 penny, thou shouldst have it to buy gingerbread. And then I made the little gingerbread. This was a little kit from Buttermilk Basin.
Oh, okay.
And I think there were six in a kit. And I was able to make those and put them on my gingerbread tree. So
Beautiful.
So now those are, so that one, the reindeer.
Did you start this one this year?
I did,
That's really
but
nice.
I didn't do very good.
Beautiful.
But reindeer, and then the dancer, and then our big blackbird, and this one, and the Prairie Point alphabet,
Yeah.
and the big Prairie Point village.
Okay.
So I got that. Those are my big ones.
Tree
this year.
farm. The tree,
Tree
farm.
farm.
Tree farm. Yeah. Well, that's a lot.
So
Very
okay,
good.
that's my finishes.
Okay. So, do you have another joke, or before we?
Oh,
go on
I'd
to
say
whips?
joke. Let's see if I can do better in this one. What does Santa want? When Santa doesn't want to do something, what does he say?
No, no, no.
Just no thanks.
Oh,
Okay, I'm going to get better. I got one more.
well, I'm
Okay.
used to a 2.5-year-old, so no, no, no. is what-
No. Yes. Yes, they say no.
So-
Okay.
Oh, you got more finishes.
Well, these were just brand new finishes. I finished Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
They're very cute.
Mr. and Mrs. Claus. So, I made Mr. Claus fat. No, I guess Mrs. Claus is fatter than Mr. Claus. Anyway, puffier. That's our word,
Little
puffier.
gifts.
Puffier. And then this one I made,
This is full coverage.
it is full
my
coverage.
goodness.
I know. And that one.
Even when you, and then you got a little bit of Kreinik there for glass for their glasses.
Yeah, they got little silver glasses and all, full finish. So that was fun.
And who was that? Is that 1, 2, 3? Not 1, 2, 3.
I got it PDF. I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
All right, and then just one more, Joy. This was also a PDF. Shame on me. I don't know. Okay.
And we had a question last week on the cardinal. You had the one cardinal that you had to finish, and we thought it was it's on a branch, and we thought it was Little Stitcher Girl, and
Yes.
it's called Little Red.
I think Little Red Bird and Little Reds from Little Stitcher Girl.
So, and that's an Etsy shop. Mm-hmm. So
And it was also a PDF.
yes. So if you had a question about that, I think we do have that in the show notes. But that was who did that one.
Okay, that was a fun one too.
That was cute.
All right.
Whips.
Whips.
Do you have anything
Yes.
going here?
Okay.
That's a question you never have to ask either of us.
Nothing. Okay, this is a new one that I got. I showed you last year.
yes.
I mean, last week. Last time. Anyway, it was from Heinzeit, and it was just called Christmas, Charmed Christmas. And anyway, it had all the little charms. I don't know if you can see that on there. I started that, and boy, this one is really big, guys. I had no idea. Wait, you see these letters.
Includes 9 charms.
This is all I got done. I'm starting
wow.
backwards, and then did the 4 little boxes underneath it.
Heinzeit.
But I think it's going to be beautiful, and I am going to stick with it. I am.
Well,
but,
I mean, those charms are pretty good size.
and I have Christmas charms that I have purchased, so I have the charms, but I could not believe. I mean, this is a big piece of fabric, and it won't fit all of it, but it will fit the width of it. But so just one of those things you just sit down and work on for a little bit. But that was an old one, and
that's like a checkerboard.
Yep, and that's
green. Looks like it's a solid green, but it's
So
actually
it's
a little
all-
checkerboard. So really cute little details on that.
I think it'll be really cute finish. So
But that, you don't have to change colors on the letters, and so
no, I went with the DMC, so 3777 and 502. I think is the colors, and I can get those readily. So however many skeins it takes, because I think the S took 1 full skein. So,
wow.
but I don't know how much was in the skein
Yeah.
when I started. So that was one of my whips.
That way.
And I started this at Stitch Club this morning. And
Well, this is a cute bag, and it has a little in here. It has a little place for where you can attach your scissors.
I think there might be a little thread bed in
And
there.
there's a little
also.
thread matching thread bed. So very cute little fabric.
Doesn't have a name. Doesn't have a name on it anywhere. So I'm sorry. Okay, this is the one, Brenda Gervais. And this is the one I said I had kitted for 2 years. And so I just started it 3 times. I started this 3 times. I started it here. I started it here. And I did start it someplace else, but I did rip it out. I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't think this was going to be wide enough for it. So I thought, uh-oh, I better start on the long side. Well, instead of doing that, I just turned it 180 degrees and just started it on that side. Anyway, I decided this is the right side, and I can get it all the way across. So I just started that, and that's 4 hours of stitching. We talked the other time.
Yes.
And ripped out some, too.
That's going to be pretty.
But I'm going to finish it just like the pillow. I
Okay,
have
so with like the ticking.
Yep,
on the
I have the
side.
ticking. I'll probably coffee tea dye it, or make it a little bit darker because it's a little too light. So, but that's another.
I like that one so much. I had to get that too.
Oh yay! I bet you'll be done before I will.
I don't know about that. I don't have it even kitted up, so.
And I did work just a little bit on this one because I was trying to get a lot of things finished. So this is my Wintertide Cardinal by Artful Offerings. And I got some of the bottom. I'm sorry, it's so wrinkled. I got some of the bottom done. So and I have some of the snowflakes done. So I just need to finish putting the bottom branch and the rest of the snowflakes, and he will be done.
That's really
So,
pretty.
and I will
That's
work
gonna
on him
be-
during the winter also, because I'm pretty close to being done on that. And that was done. I know someone said, tell us your count. So Legacy 28 count Lugana, and I forgot to mention the other ones. Most of them, I think, my Brenda Gervais was 32. So I really like that piece of fabric. Mm-hmm. I love that piece of fabric.
That looks really good on there. Everything shows up really well. The whites, the
Colors.
reds.
Yep, and that's that's DMC.
Okay.
Okay. You got something?
Sure. I am getting close to being done with Caroline Amelia Trowell. And I worked on this. I worked on the bird, finished the wording there. I'm almost done with the bird, and then I have the little cartouche and another berry bowl, and I think a little tree in the corner. So I hope to finish that in early 2023, and
You're getting there.
I'm very excited. So it's really nice to have things where you have enough done that you can really see the overall design. It just really makes you, for me, it really motivates me to keep going. So
No, you're getting there, and it's looking
Yes.
really pretty. Okay. This is Spooky and Steve, Milk and Cookies, and I really wanted to get this done before today. But again, there's a lot more stitching than you think that there is. Okay. So that's what I got so far.
oh, you're really close.
I know. I just have the red at the bottom. However, I think on my green, and I know you guys are probably saying, Lenny, one side of the green looks lighter than the other side of the green, of the sign.
Oh.
And you know what? I think it is, because I forgot to write down the number back when I started this. So I'm going to say this side, the sun hits it, the sign all day long, and it faded a little bit because it is definitely lighter than this side.
Oh, that is really
But it looks
pretty.
so cute, and I don't care.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even noticed that if you didn't say
good.
anything. So that font is so pretty.
And they have a lot of it, and I'm going to buy some more because I really like that sign look.
The graphic, the strong graphics.
I really do.
I like that too.
He's got a winter one, sleigh rides, I think, and it's in blue. So I think that'll be kind of pretty. Okay.
This is what I was working on at Stitch Club. I was really excited to start Peace on Earth. This is a country sampler exclusive by Samplers Not Forgotten. So you get it as a kit. And so this is how far I've gotten.
I love the colored outfit.
Yeah, this is it comes as a kit. So it is, I think oilcloth is kind of the beige, and I forget what the red is, but I'm just so excited. I just love that alphabet.
We love those alphabets.
It's been very fun to stitch on, and I usually start at the bottom, and I started at the top because I did really want to get to one of these trees really soon. So I'm kind of starting here and going down so that I can do the tree and some of those other little motifs.
Very nice.
So that has been a very fun stitch.
So,
And so I think that's on, I think the standard, you can get them kitted in 36. And when I was up there in October, they noticed that I was buying linen in 40, and they said, do you prefer to stitch on 40? And I said,
that's nice that they noticed.
And they said, well, we're going to make a note. We'll just send you kits with 40 count linen now. So
Nice.
This is kitted up in the 40 count. So that was.
I see some cute finishes on your board there.
I know. Well, those were Ornament Exchange.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
yeah.
I think that's it for my whips.
For your whips. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I have plans. Okay, and I'll insert a picture of my finished ornament here. But I participated in 2 ornament exchanges, the one at our local stitch group, and then also one by the Sampler Guild of the Rockies, which of course was remote. We all opened our ornaments. They had a meeting that takes place in Denver, and people exchanged ornaments there, and then those of us that participated virtually mailed our ornaments to whoever we were paired with. And so this is the ornament I stitched. Let's see, this one up here. This is from the 2006 issue of, what is it? It is cross stitch, and it's their Christmas ornaments. And I have always loved that one, so I was really glad to stitch and send that as
So
my
cute.
exchange piece. So yeah, I've had a lot of secret projects.
Yeah, I should have brought mine. I forgot I set my tree up this year in my sewing room, and I have all my Christmas ornaments and sewing ornaments, and Hallmark has a new ornament out. I didn't know that they did a sewing ornament.
Oh, I
every
didn't
year.
know
No,
that.
and they do. So if you're looking for a quilty, sewy, Hallmark's got some really cute. This one was a snowman. He has measuring tape around his neck, and he says so cheery.
Oh.
So it's pretty cute. I love.
Well, send me a picture and I can insert them.
Okay.
So
I get
here's Lenny's here.
I get a Hallmark ornament for my kids, a little commercial there, I guess, for my grandkids every year since they were born. So my oldest one's getting ready to be 18, and I said when I bought it, I said, I'll go up till they're 18. As long as I'm here, they're going to get an ornament. But anyway.
Very fun.
Oh, gosh. I want to thank someone, Barb Hauser. We were talking, and speaking of Prairie Schooler, I have been trying to collect Prairie Schoolers and start one once a month. And she was so kind and so generous that she sent me all these Santas.
And those are on the original card.
This on the original card, and I know I showed some that I had gotten, and they were 50 cents a piece. But so anything that I didn't have, she filled in for me. So Barb, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You don't know how much this meant to me. So
very nice.
These are all the ones that she
That'll
sent.
keep you busy for a year or two.
I think there'll be some Santas in my future.
Those are really adorable.
Speaking of Santa, who gets puppies and kitty cats their presents?
Sandy Claus.
Not bad. Santa Paws.
Oh, Santa Paws. Oh.
But you're close.
I guess that'd be a crab. That wouldn't be too special, but
okay.
Yeah. So I talked a little bit about the ornament exchange, and so I just wanted to share a couple of the ornaments that I received, and this was from Brandy in our Stitch group. And isn't that adorable? We do it where you just kind of, you draw the bag, and then you have a chance, to steal. You have the chance to steal, or you can pick a new bag. And I think we only had one steal. Everyone loved what they got.
Yeah,
and so
there was some great talent.
So this is a JBW design, just finished beautifully on the back.
It's on a little opalescent
and this
fabric.
Is,
It's got a little sparkle to it. It looks like snow.
It is. I don't think you can see this sparkle, but yes, it's a little bit of a glitter. So love that. Thank you. And then the other thing in the Rocky Mountain Sampler Guild exchange, I got this little stocking, and this is from LaDDa, who is Samplings from Memory and Samplings from Memories, and that is Samplings of Memories. On Etsy, she does beautiful floss rings and other sewing accoutrement, and so it's just kind of the luck of the draw kind of thing. But it has a little blingy, counting pin. The little charm is like a little clock because it's Auld Lang Syne. So thank you for that, Donna. I'm really enjoying that, and it was really interesting. I actually participated. I viewed another ornament exchange for the Tudor Rose Guild, and I can't say there were two of all those ornaments. You didn't say two of the same of anything.
Isn't that something?
Several people did do like the different, I think maybe the Blackbird stockings, but it is just, there's such a wide variety, and they were all finished just beautifully. So that was very inspiring.
Well, I want to thank Stacy Walker. She's the one that I received an ornament for her, so I will send a picture to Roberta, and you can slide it in there.
Okay. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. I would like to do. Several next year.
That's why I said maybe we could do a patriotic one or something. Christmas in July or something.
It was really fun.
I like to share that.
So
did you get some new stuff?
I do have plans. So one of the things, I happened to be in Hobby Lobby, and it must have been when they had things 70% off because people were just filling their carts. So I picked up just a few things. I tried to restrain myself because you could just
70% off.
Yes,
I had a lady in front of me. She had a basket and she checked out, and it was $400.
Oh my!
I said, I think she got Christmas done for a couple years, but it was.
So I bought
some good sales.
Yeah, I bought, and you could see the shelves are emptying out, but I thought that would be a cute little board for finishing.
Very cute.
And I think you could paint it and still see the little snowflake design, but
Well, even if you used this finishing on this side,
yeah,
and then you could
have the
still have
snowflake
the little
design.
snowflakes.
But that was $350, 70% off, I think. And then I just thought they had these little trees in green and white. Thought that would be cute for maybe a little tree or or a circle or something. in the middle
JBW would
there.
be really cute on that too.
Yes, yeah.
One this Christmas.
And then, these bells, they only had a couple boxes of these little bells, but, I know sometimes it's hard to find rusty bells. These were not a really huge size. They have a cute little snowflake design on them, so, bottom of them, so
Good
I
deals.
just picked those up too. And then I was at the antique mall, and they had
Oh my gosh.
another one that
What
I
a
thought
great
would be a
find.
great finishing piece. And this is actually a cookbook stand, but it'd be really easy to paint this.
Oh, that's great.
And yeah, and that was I think $9. So and then I do have a prior finish. I just saw them back here in my little box of stuff I put aside to show. I had mentioned, I think on Susan Stanley's channel, she talked about, I forget what she was talking about, and I said I had ornaments that I had
Oh
done
my
for
gosh.
my very first Christmas tree. And she
Oh
said,
my gosh.
She said, show them. And so,
Wait till you see these.
well, so this was, I think these were in Vogue catalog, believe it or not, had a pattern for these like crewel work ornaments, and I was very young, very ambitious, and I thought I'd like a whole tree full of these. So I
those.
started doing these probably in either the late 70s, early 80s.
You did good.
All I had access to was, this is just, felt. Was not a professional finisher at all, but I was surprised. I haven't had these out for several years. How many I did get
They're
done?
so
I think
cute.
I did get one of like every pattern of them done. So, and there's a lot of stitching. This is all.
That's a lot of stitching
This is
in here.
all
Look, and there's
satin
satin
stitching.
stitch
Yes. So,
and stem work.
and then I just used like little, I guess I just got
Little
little
cording?
like glittery cording to outline them.
Oh, but Roberta.
So those were a lot of fun. And then this was another little ornament that I was going to ask my sister. So see, my sister and my dad did stitch some, so that was one of them. And this was when you got the little round plastic frames and finished them. And then this is my dad's handwriting, so my dad made that for my son when he was 2 years old. So
Too cute. Oh, what good
I was-
memories.
yeah, they were kind of in the bottom of my ornament box, so I had to kind of dig them out. And then this was one that I did, and so I always like little Christmas rodents. Something about
As long as they have like little clothes on.
okay.
Pippa's chasing another. She's got another one. She's on the hunt of another one.
Oh no.
Oh, I know. She jumped off the couch, and I don't know what time it was, 2:00 in the morning or something. I heard her feet hit the floor, and she went running behind my sewing.
She heard something.
I think we got another one.
Oh no.
So I'll be so glad when that building's done behind us. And anyway, okay. I want to say thank you for your prayers for my husband. He's had a pretty rough couple weeks. We got him out of the hospital. He's on the road to recovery, and I'll be doggone if he didn't fall on his foot and broke his foot. So now we have him in a boot. But he's doing better. He really is. So thank you so much for your thoughts and prayers this past 2 weeks.
I'm hoping 2023 is a much healthier year.
I hope so for him. He's had a rough month. So, but we'll be better. Okay, new things, or what are we on?
We're kind of been bouncing around
We've
here.
been kind
but
of, we are. We're not very organized today, are we?
new things are good.
Okay, new things.
Because I want to see what you have there.
Okay. I got this from It's So Emma. It was that little cross stitch book. And I mean, if those aren't the cutest little ornaments, I say cross stitch book, ornament book. It had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors for the whole book for each one of those little.
Oh wow!
And
yeah, those are really cute. And they did. I almost bought those little tins. They had those at Hobby Lobby. Darn it! I wish I would have gotten those. They're probably
they
all
are
gone
back
now.
in Fat Quarter, but Hobby Lobby's was.
They were on clearance.
Yeah,
so
they
I
were
almost
70%
picked them
off.
up, and I thought I don't know I have anything I would use them for, and I don't
So
want to.
I think they're really cute. So I'm going to make not anything right now, but that's a nice little book to have. So I got that, and then I did get two new
Pretty
envelopes. Lenny, project bags. Gosh, this is one from Goose.
Oh,
So
okay.
So I'm gonna put my Lenny Prairie Schooler.
I'm just mesmerized by the
sorry.
by the fabric. So
Anyway, it's just so pretty.
that is really.
And then
yes,
this
very
one.
nice. I love that fabric choice. Wonder whose line that is.
This one's from Jennifer Armstrong,
Oh, that's a big one.
Cricklewood Crossing. Yeah, Cricklewood Crossing in Utah. So I got her angel, and then I got her Santa, and this is a nice.
That's a good size. That'll
Oversized.
hold a few projects.
So,
or a big wool, big wool project or something.
It's a sweet little card that came along with it, but is that beautiful?
That's very nice.
So, and you can get 1 or 2 projects in there. So thank you, Jennifer. These are great. Okay.
Well, so I know you have probably seen this, but Blackbird has a new book out, and it's When the Leaves Fall. A couple of these projects were things that we received at the retreat, at the fall retreat in 2021. It's the little squirrel drum, and there's a like a little envelope, or what would you call it, a little bag, but beautiful. Just everything is just I
can just take anything out of there and just
another worthwhile book. The pictures are just beautiful. The little, whether you want to do a box for a gift or a little sampler for
pick
yourself.
something out of the sampler to stitch on. There's that cute pumpkin.
We'll just take a motif and do something with it. Little bird. This is the other thing that we received at the retreat. And I did stitch that one. That was, pumpkin in an urn. You can't go wrong with that. Isn't that pretty? Everything. There's a season and a time for everything. What is it? And a time for every purpose under heaven.
That's a song.
It was by the Letterman back in the 60s, I think.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
yeah.
Yeah. And then here they have it framed. So
Very beautiful.
So another really worthwhile book.
Very fallish.
Yes, it is. It's very fallish, but you could get started.
But
now
The Winds of
get a couple
Autumn
things done.
is a beautiful book, and this is a beautiful book, and I could do anything out of either one of those books.
Oh, I think someone was buying the toweling to do this piece today in our stitch group. So yeah, lots of fun things, and then I'm trying to build.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, trying to build my my library of knowledge, and so I picked up, what is this, Embroidered Stories by Helen Wilde, and this is all about Scottish samplers. And so I was going to do this for Christmas. We got the DNA testing, and so going to find out. My husband is recently thinks his background is part Scottish. He used to think it was Welsh, and just kind of British Isle, something general British Isles. So maybe we'll pinpoint that a little bit more. But I love the Scottish samplers. I mean, the reds and the greens and the motifs. So looking forward to reading that and learning a little more about those.
Your little nighttime reading that you like?
Yes. And they have lots of pictures in here, which is really fun.
Well, I want to join the sled wagon. So I just bought me one. And then
those are so...
aren't they adorable?
Really,
and I've seen so many of them. I haven't done one yet.
And
it's on
just
paper.
Seem like a really, yes. Well, I love stitching on paper, and just the finishing is just kind of a piece of cake, right?
Why we hadn't tried this yet, or why I hadn't tried. Have you tried one?
No, I haven't. I was tempted. I was definitely tempted.
But anyway, so I've got that on my list. Okay.
And one of our viewers said they wanted to see more of what was behind us on the top of my little china cabinet here. So that's what we have, a little different viewpoint, so you can see a little better view. And I might put in a few pictures of some of my other decorating. I didn't get everything up, but I did get a little bit. So I enjoy seeing. I did go and watch Daisy Kate Primitive's floss tube of tour of her house, which was very peaceful, and I loved all the greenery, all the natural touches. It was just very well done.
Got my house all done. I did get 5 trees up this year, and I don't know where I got them, but we have our big tree. I have a tree that I collect for the crown center ornaments. I have a Mimi tree that's just got my boys' pictures on it and things that we've done. And I have a sewing tree, and my husband has his mustache tree.
Oh, how fun.
So he's got a man tree. Oh. So anyway.
Now, if people aren't from Kansas City, do they know what Crown Center is?
Oh, I'm sorry. Crown Center is a shopping place to go to, but it's downtown in Kansas City, Kansas. And what they do is they put the mayor's Christmas tree, they purchase the big mayor's Christmas tree. They light it up on the Friday after Thanksgiving. After the year's gone by, the tree is then milled down, and they make the wooden ornaments for the next year. And they're all wooden ornaments.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, well, we started doing it when the kids were little, and we took them down to Crown Center. They had the real Santa Claus down at Crown Center. So we took them down there to go see Santa down there. And somebody had one, and I go, "Oh, what's that?" And they said, "It's the ornament from last year's tree." And I go, "I didn't know that." So we fortunately got there maybe the 3rd or 4th year, that they started doing that. And so we always go every year. And one year there was a bad snowstorm or something. Oh my gosh, you guys. They had one that was laser cut, and not to put any worth on anything, but we used to buy them for $6.50, and they're a lot more than that, as a collector's item. But they're all wood. They probably
go to fund,
and they fund the mayor's
and things.
Mayor's Christmas tree fund, and it's just so cool. I have a whole tree now. I think we've been collecting them for about 28 years or something like that.
Very cool.
But you're helping the community, and you get a cool ornament, and it's always geared towards. Crown Center's kind of known for their big tree. They have an ice skating rink.
Well, that's the Hallmark headquarters.
Yeah, that's a Hallmark headquarters. So, but anyway, that's kind of a fun decoration.
The quintet Mark was in actually played at the tree lighting ceremony one year. It was the same year Tech 9 was there, and then they had like a reception afterwards, which I didn't know I was going to go to, so I was dressed really casual. It's like, what do you say when you're introduced to him? Hello, Mr. 9? I don't know.
Yeah, Mr. 9.
So, anyway, but yeah,
Funny.
That was a fun memory. And I didn't know about the ornaments because it would have been cool to get one from that tree.
We just started going there. That was our Black Friday. We always, because if you went on Saturday, they may not be there.
Oh, wow.
We did go there once at a later date thinking, oh, well, we'll just get one then, and they were already sold out. So now, Friday, right after Thanksgiving, we go and get our ornament. So.
You have something back there we haven't shown.
Oh, I do. I wasn't too busy this week, so I just thought I'd whip out something.
Whip out a little quilt.
I made another quilt. This time, I made a rag quilt. So if you haven't made a quilt before, this is the easiest quilt to make. Again, here we are. 10-inch squares. It's quilt as you go. You take a piece of batting, another piece of flannel on the back, and a 10-inch square. So 10-inch square, a 9.5-inch batting, 10-inch flannel on the back. Okay. Put an X through the middle. Just sew an X through the middle, and it's quilted. So, and then you take, instead of your wrong pieces together, you take your right pieces together like this. So about a 3/8 seam or so. I made mine a little too fat. And then
great.
Sew them together, and then a pair of scissors. They're special scissors that are have a spring that doesn't hurt your hand so much. It took longer to snip.
Oh, someone said get that if you make like the wool trees. Get those.
Okay, those fiskars.
Scissors,
they're fiskars and they're spring loaded.
Yes.
But anyway, and just snip in between. I think I did find one that I didn't snip. Throw it in the washer and dryer. Clean out your lint screen 2 or 3 times, and then you have a beautiful. Oh,
and soft.
It's really so soft. Snuggly. Pippa loves it.
Oh.
that's my
cats would have loved it. We had cats.
So anyway, it took a day. It took about a day and a half. So it's a very quick project, and you don't have to make them that big. You can make them smaller.
I like that idea. The quilt. Yeah. And did you buy the flannel just for that?
I bought the flannel. It was a layer cake.
Okay.
A layer cake.
They look really great together.
42, and then the backing was just a piece of the fabric of the line. So this is real quick. It was fun. I'm gonna do another one. My boys just fell in love with it, and they want one to cuddle up with to watch TV.
That's and that'd be a great Christmas gift too. So it's a great idea. So do you have a plan? Do you want to talk about what you want to do, or
my plans are like, I want to do it all. I want to do my Blackbird.
We both have a start.
Yeah.
I was going to start
very
Christmas
small
Day.
start.
Well, no, I was going to start mine on Christmas Day.
Oh, I was going to, but I wanted to. So we both had this one.
And this was inspired by Lenny. She got hers, and it was like, oops, sorry.
And of course, Roberta inspired me, so I'm going to do this one, and she's already done it.
And here is what do I have? I have, I think this is the Abecedarian, 36 count Abecedarian, which is the called for linen for that Merry Christmas piece, and then there's the flosses.
I think mine's
some very unusual colors, but I love that.
I wanted to try it to see because this was a 32 also, and I wanted just to see how I did, and I did it. So I'm going to wait now until Christmas and get back to it. So that's my Christmas plan.
This is my Christmas start, and then I have something I need to finish beforehand, and that is Crocette a GoGo, and she had this little merry-go-round. I wanted to do a Christmas ornament for Clara or something, and couldn't find anything that was just like really, really meaningful. When we were in Ventura for Thanksgiving, we went to an event called Snow and Glow, and I think they have several of these up and down the coast of California, and I think it's mainly for kids that don't have an opportunity to play in the snow, because they have a big indoor hill where they have created snow, and you can go snow tubing there, and then they have these little, on the outdoor area, they have these little like igloos, what they call igloos, and then they each have a little fenced-in yard, and you can build a snowman in the yard. So, and then they have a whole lot of lights, and so we went there mostly to see the lights, but they also had a merry-go-round, And so that was Claire's first time riding on a merry-go-round, so I thought that would be really meaningful to do that little ornament. It's not, I don't think it's very big. I'm going to change the wording here as faith, and I'm going to change it, I think, to the year. But this is the linen, and I just pulled from my stash.
We have a look. The sun decided to come out today.
Well, I don't usually have the blinds open, but we kind of left the blinds open because it's kind of nice to have some light today. So those are the linens or the flosses I'm going to see. They that's going to be really kind of match what's on here, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I need to get that finished this week.
And the other new thing, of course, I'm still in Christmas, and I say I'm not going to do Christmas after the first of the year, but I'm still going to do Christmas. I don't know who am I fooling. Barbara Anna, I got this from Creative Poppy. Christmas Joy. I think it's a little bit like her Halloween one that she had.
Which I'm working
But
on.
they had all these little
I have never seen that one before, but I like that. And that's dated 2013, so I think these are a little older, but
I like
it's very cute.
I just like what I like. But little snowman, it's got a little Quaker snowflake on the bottom. I love the Santa skinny legs. A little girl.
The little reindeer's cute.
Little reindeer. This little girl holding her little leash to her little puppy. Here's my little Pippa. And
that'll be very cute.
And the alphabet, of course. So anyway, that's I don't know. I have so much. I cannot write down and say I'm going to do this day. I just know what I want to do, and I still have so much that I haven't done from last year. And but we'll just keep going.
Yeah, I heard I was listening to today or recently was saying that they were getting, tired of the Christmas stitching or whatever, but I didn't pick it up for so late that I haven't gotten tired of it yet.
I'm not tired of it yet.
And someone I was listening to was talking about, well, actually, I guess it was on one of the Zoom calls I was on last week where they were talking about the 12 days of Christmas, where you start a new Christmas project every day for 12 days. Well, I don't know that I want to do that, but I do still have things I want to stitch. I have that Heart's Desire ornament, so I thought instead of, maybe I will take 4 patterns and do 3 days on each pattern, because there are definitely some things I want to start. And one of them is going to be a restart, and I'm going to restart
Preschooler?
Happy Christmas, yeah.
Oh yeah, so I can do preschoolers.
And it's on, is this Witchelt?
It feels like it.
It's very, very, very stiff. And so I am going to restart it on I think I have 32 count, and I thought...
Those can almost cut your hands.
I know, and someone said if you use it, it gets softer. I don't know how much you'd have to use it to make it soft, but I don't know.
So you can crinkle it up and it just goes back to...
Yeah, and I love the blue-gray or whatever, so I'm going to do it. I have a black linen that I'm going to restart that on. So I do want to restart that because, Preschool is such a classic.
I know. I do like, I have so many other patterns, Berry Keeper and Indigo Lane and, things that aren't seasonal I want to do also. And so I'm just going to start, and I'm just going to start all things. We are hoping to have a whip parade. Maybe after the first of the year.
Okay.
But it's probably the best time to do it. Just kind of curious to what we do have. I think I have more than I actually have. I think I have more kitted things than I have actually whips. But I will soon see when I go through.
I know I still have some whips back from when I did Stitch Mania, I think in 2019. So that I've hardly touched since then. But as far as plans, I definitely want to get on a rotation where I am finishing some of the things that I've got some good progress on. I have a couple other things I really want to get finished next year. Some of my big samplers, like I want to get back to Jane Cowie and finish that one. That is just gorgeous. I think Carol Silkbox is working on that or has finished that one. So, yeah.
Yeah. I said, I have so many that are almost done. I would like to focus on some of those to actually get them done, but I also want to start on a lot of new things too. So we'll see.
So one of my other plans is when I was So, because we have hit 5,000 viewers, we wanted to do kind of a special giveaway as a thank you for all of those who have subscribed. And so, in order to enter this drawing, if you would be 18 or older, don't use the word giveaway or win. We'll give you some keywords to use, and then if you use those, that's how we will search to identify the winners. And so, this is a book that I accidentally bought 2 of. It's 30 Days of Creativity, because one of the things I would like to do is, in my book of days, instead of using stickers this year, I wanted to do more drawing and doing little, like, what do you call it? Not doodles, like doodles.
Yeah,
like
it's like doodles.
And so, I'm probably going to be starting this over winter break when I have a little more time, but she just kind of goes through the basics, I guess, about how she does these little line drawings, gives you some ideas on just common objects that you might want to draw, little icon type of things that would be kinds of things I would want to add to my book of days. So I'm going to start working on this. And I accidentally put 2 in my shopping cart in Amazon, and so this is one of the things that'd be fun, one of our giveaway items. And so if you're interested in winning this, the keyword is creativity.
Okay. We were given these by Susie. So Susie, thank you. So I'd like to offer these. This is by It's So Emma, the Quilty Barn. So if you would be interested in this, use the word barn. And I also have this one, thanks to Susie. And this is also by It's So Emma, or is this Lori? No, It's So Emma. And it's happy. Let's use happy. So the So Happy, I did this one. This was fun.
I love that pink sewing machine.
Yeah, it was just fun. And then Lori Holt has these little buttons that you can purchase, but it was just it was a very happy project. But if you are interested in this, use the word happy.
Those are good colors for spring.
Okay.
Then going back to
again.
winter, I have a couple more since we had 5,000. I thought we'd do 5 giveaways.
Oh, okay.
So this is a pattern that I purchased, and I don't think I'm going to get around to doing it. And so if you are interested in stitching a winter squirrel, the code word is squirrel. This is by the Blue Flower. She has beautiful colors, and he is a real cutie, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to get around to doing him. So squirrel is the key word for this one.
Squirrel.
And squirrel, I know that's, perfect for me. And then Stacy Nash, since I stitched Christmas at Hollyberry Farm, I'm going to go ahead and pass this along to someone. So keyword for this is Christmas.
Okay.
Then do we have a question to answer, or?
How many projects are you going to start this year? No, let's see.
How many whips do you have?
How many whips do you have?
Yeah, we kind of like to.
Yeah.
We had someone in Stitch Group who was talking about.
She has 108. 108 whips, and it doesn't bother her at all.
No, she was.
I don't think it bothered me either.
No, she was just, she just said, I have them, and so when I'm in the mood, I just get out and I stitch on them, and she has like a 2-year rotation, and she tries to work on them at least one time, or a period of time every 2 years. So, and her work is beautiful, and she has so many pieces that she's working on in Stitch Group that are just
she's
got so
stitching.
much done on it, and it's just really fun to see. So
yeah. So how many whips do you have?
Yeah,
we'd like to know.
Yes.
And one more joke. What do you get when you cross a duck with Santa?
I don't know.
A Christmas quacker. Oh, well. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes.
We wish you a very joyous and blessed New Year.
Yes, and we just ask that if you like our channel, if you'd like to know when we are going to post another video, if you would hit the like and the subscribe button, and then hit the bell, and the bell will notify you when we have another video up. So thanks for spending time with us.
We love you.
We do.
Thank you.
Take care. Have
Bye.
a